My name is Yvette, born and raised in the Philippines, the only daughter in the family, and my tatay's girl. He spent most of his years working abroad to provide us with good life. However, during my grade school years, our family fell apart, and with that, our life circumstances drastically changed. My siblings and I grew up looking after ourselves. At a very young age, I started working to earn money to support myself and my youngest sibling. Life was tough for us, and the weight of responsibility was extremely heavy. After college, I felt obligated to support my family, so I made the decision to go abroad, hoping that this would improve our lives. I arrived in the UK in 2008 and began working as a server in a hotel based in Scotland. After a month, I was promoted to a supervisor role. However, following my promotion, I started facing daily challenges at work due to racial and work discrimination, resulting in the loss of my sponsorship. With no other options, I had to leave and move to London, uncertain of where I would go or where I would stay. When I moved to London, I ended up associating with the wrong people, which led me to my sexual abuse. I felt ashamed, hopeless, and I even attempted to take my own life a couple of times. The fear and trauma have been overwhelming, and I've been too scared to report the abuse to the police because I'm afraid of being deported. I have a loan to pay back home and a family to support. I've isolated myself, spending days in my room, crying in the dark. I have no family here, and I'm too afraid to trust anyone. The worst part was the perpetrator left me with a sickness, which made me feel even more devastated. When my family knew about it, my dad had a heart attack from the shock. The pain and guilt of knowing I caused my family such heartbreak have been overwhelming. I often went to Westminster Cathedral in Victoria to pray and talk to God. I blamed him for everything and asked countless times why this was happening to me. Experiencing abuse repeatedly led me to question if there was something wrong with me, despite only ever showing love and care for my partner and others. Then God blessed me with a son, and he brought light, joy, and hope into my life. I am no longer alone. As a single mother, the journey has been challenging, but my son gives me the strength and motivation to keep fighting and surviving. I am now an active member and volunteer in the Filipino Consortium, where I organize fun, creative, and productive workshops for women and children who have survived abuse. I'm also deeply involved in supporting women experiencing domestic violence. I also serve as a trustee of Southeast and East Asian Women Association, where we empower women from Southeast and East Asian heritage to improve their lives and the lives of others in our communities. Being part of the Let Us Lead project, I learned the importance of speaking up for myself and advocating for my needs, whether it's seeking support, accessing resources, or setting boundaries. Acknowledging my personal growth and the ways in which my experiences have shaped my values, goals, and aspirations, such as my commitment to helping others and making a positive impact in my community. I understand that healing is a continuous process and that self-care, therapy, and reflection are integral parts of moving forward and finding peace. I recognize the importance of advocating for systemic change to improve support and resources for survivors of domestic violence, and working towards creating a safer, and more supportive environment for others. Together, we can make a difference. United in our fight against domestic violence, we stand as one for a shared goal. And I believe we can create a lasting change.